Hey, welcome back. Welcome back. A new video. This is a topic that I think is going to be pretty useful to anybody out there who is transitioning, specifically the same path that I did, so from male to female. So, here's the first thing. There's a million videos on YouTube that are going to address these things. So why do I personally want to add another? Well, quite frankly, almost every video on YouTube, all the girls, they look really good. And they're really good at makeup and this, that, the other. Um, I am obviously not good at makeup because I'm not really wearing any. And I just have my own way of doing things, so let's say, all right, let's say, let's talk about what we think we're going to expect here. So first of all, I'm not a doctor. I'm an engineer. So not an expert on this stuff, but I can only tell you my personal experiences. And I think everybody kind of thinks that, oh, it's going to be the same, or if you're watching those videos with those really, really beautiful women, you're probably thinking, oh, I'm going to do this process, and I'm going to turn into this, like, really beautiful girl. Well, let me tell you something. If you go out and look at a crowd of people, I think you're going to notice that everybody kind of looks different. There's all types of women, all sorts of shapes and sizes. Same thing goes with men. So that being said, so what are the biggest things? So when you start, generally speaking, you are going to start with a testosterone blocker to lower your testosterone level to a acceptable level that estrogen can do its thing. Some of us also take progesterone, which I will get to in a little bit. But so what do we expect? What do we expect? So after, I would say, maybe a week or so, I think you're gonna be feeling a little different, in the way that I think you might be a little bit more relaxed. It takes time for, certain things to take place. For me, I started estrogen 2 weeks after my testosterone blocker because I actually had really, really low levels of testosterone for a guy who was, in their late 30s when I started. I started at 38, almost 39. And I had high levels of prolactin. What really understood how that happened, but I kind of have like natural curves in a sense. I know some of my girls are like, they hate me for that, but hey, like my dad always says, tough shit. So, so you do that. So testosterone, if you've seen those commercials that are aimed at men that are over 50, and it's like, oh, not feeling like yourself, and, you feel tired and everything, yeah, that's what's going to happen to you. You will adjust to it, but that's going to happen. Let's see what else. I would say after I would say your face is going to soften. Actually, you're going to soften everywhere, but you will see it in your face, and there's a lot of things that you could say, and actually I'm going to try to find a photo here of actually what I looked like before. Bear with me here as I try to talk and, find this photo. Hopefully it won't take me that long. But anyway, so you're going to find that you feel a little bit better. It doesn't hit you all at once. All the changes that happened for me were spread out over time. I kind of think I'm done. Now, keep in mind, I am also now 43. So I've been on the crazy juice, as I like to call it, I don't feel like doing math just a weekend. I do enough math during the week. I've been on it for, let's just say, almost 4.5 years. Almost 4.5. So, it's definitely been it's been an experience. So I think what you're gonna find, what you do find when you start is, oh yeah, I found a really good picture here. I'll wait until we show this one, but what you're gonna find is that you you're gonna start feeling better. But now here's the trick. Now this is where it gets really different for a lot of people. So I know people who have, I've heard this, I should say. I know people that were presenting female long before they actually started HRT, and I know people who never presented female until maybe a year after. I'm not going to say one way is right, wrong, or the other. Everybody has a different thing. Everybody has different life circumstances that, is it's going to, basically determine how you basically unfold this. So, for me, I started HRT at the end of September of 2015, and I was full time, including work, basically about like 6-7 weeks later in early November. So I basically, being on HRT and having to dress male sucked for me. I was growing my hair out, and when I was a guy, I always had really short hair, and I really hated that point. I mean, I had dysphoria all through my life. For me, it was a lot different than I think most trans women, but it was dysphoria nonetheless. So just to give you guys an idea of this is what I look like now, and I know I'm not wearing any makeup, but take a look at this guy. Look at that guy. This guy, that guy was using brand X. Now I'm using Smile X, and I get a grin again and again. So, all right. But seriously now, no, I am not on Smile X. I smile a lot more now. That's part of it. But if you notice in that picture, my skin was really crappy. So having started HRT, I found that my skin really cleared up. It didn't take that long. I'd say a couple months, maybe. But you're going to go through this period where it's everything is so brand new. That first year, it's basically going through puberty. I drove my mom nuts in that period. Oh my goodness. I think she was going to kill me. I think multiple times. So Mom, if you watch this, I love you and I'm sorry. I was crazy, but it was the first year. I got to experience that part. Things growing and things changing, and so I definitely have the capability of crying, even though I really don't cry. But I didn't really have any emotions before per se as a guy. But I found that as a woman, I am, with the time that I've been on HRT now, I am very, very caring and loving and very, very maternal. Extremely maternal. I am the mom of my group of work. I'm the oldest on my team, and I'm pretty much the only girl, so I'm the mom. And that's okay. It's cool. I probably drive my coworkers nuts at times, but guys, I love you. So that's that. When you start to feel emotions, you start to find joy in a lot of things. That's good. It's good. It's definitely good. What happened for me in 2016? This was interesting. I started getting cravings towards the end of 2015, and I was craving really weird things like garlic. Who the hell craves garlic? But I did. So I had that, and then 2016, I started having a ravenous appetite. I could eat so much food. It was crazy how much I could eat. And what I found was what that did for me is these things and maybe other parts of my body. So fat redistribution is awesome. Like my girl waist is actually like small. It's my waist was never that small as a guy. Now granted, I am not skinny. I weigh probably a buck 88 ish, somewhere between there, like 192 at the most on a given day, maybe down to 185 on a given day. And I'm also 5'6", so I have a little bit of advantage being 5'6". That helps, but so yeah, I have a period. You have a period where you just have this crazy appetite and things start to grow. Now, here's the thing with that. Okay, the so-called guideline to growing breasts. It's really a lot of factors, but the biggest thing they tell you is that it's going to be 1 cup size less than the average women of your like closest immediate family. Nope, not for me. Before my mom gave birth, and Mom and I have talked about this, but Mom and I are, we're kind of, yeah, thanks Mom, I love you. She's the best, she really is. So, that was me. Now, I have a lot more fat for those things to develop, so other people might be petite, or it's still luck of the draw. You could be petite and have big ones, you could be like big and have like none. I've seen it in every direction, but I also would caution you all to remember that, like I said, go into that crowd, look at those people, look at the girls, and then, before you think that you've got dysphoria because, yours aren't big, I mean, if you want to do the surgery to get breast implants, go for it if you want to do it. I stress that you would wait. Do not do it. I would say at least give it at least 4 or 5 years. If they're going to grow, I think you'll know it. When that actually does start to happen, you will feel kind of like tingly in that area. Some people say it hurts. Me, it did not, but it was weird. And one thing that I did is I also started taking progesterone, which actually helps with that. So I started that maybe, I want to say I've been on for 2 years, but I don't really remember because I'm kind of old and I've got a crap memory. So, I don't know. But do your research on dosage and everything. I'm not going to tell you that challenge everything the doctor says, but the thing you got to remember is this. This is your body. You are about to wage chemical warfare on your body. So you need to be absolutely ready before you start taking this stuff, and you got to be ready for the changes. So you're going to become emotional. You're going to feel things like a girl would feel things. Something else I can say that I have found, I am attracted to women, and I've had 0 surgery, and I'm not going to do surgery. For me, everything doesn't work like it used to. I'm not saying it doesn't work. No, it works, but now there are different, you need different parameters for that to happen, whereas if you're a guy, there's other parameters. So, you're not going to feel things like a guy feels things. I mean, you effectively are going to be thinking more like with your like emotionally, you will, it's weird, but it changes over time. And I think for me, I really, really felt it because I was very, very masculine as a guy, and I still call myself a tomboy, and I think that's fine. I like to do guy stuff. I mean, in reality I didn't grow up thinking, oh goodness, I want to be a girl. I kind of like being a guy. Everything kind of fit for me. The reality, obviously, I figured out is that, well, actually, no, you're kind of not. So I had to say goodbye to being John. And no, I don't do the whole dead name crap either. Dead name, dead name. No, if you want to call it your birth name, do that. But dead name, come on. You can't throw away history. Maybe it's not the best history. I understand that, but your gender does not define you. So I had 38, nearly 39 years as a guy, and I'm not tossing it out. I had a lot of the good experiences, and I have a lot of the same friends, and I kept the same Facebook page as I did before. So yes, I have plenty of guy pictures, and I will post them occasionally because I'm open. And I really don't give a crap. Okay. Now you can do whatever you want. You can be stealth. I mean, I don't go around telling people, "Oh, hey, I'm trans." I mean, granted, I am on this video, but I am open about it. But it's really not a big deal. So, kind of got off topic there. Let's get back to HRT. So basically, you are going to chemically alter different things in your body. However, your biology, you still have to do. You know, you're still, in a way, you're still male. In a sense, I know you're going to think, oh, I'm not a guy. No. Just, we're talking gender and we're talking physiology, and yes, things do change. My body has changed, but the point I'm making is that you still have to do, like, I'll have to still do prostate stuff. So I get to do mammograms and I get to deal with prostates. I get the best of both worlds. Yay! Now, this is one thing I want to tell you people. I touched on this in my video of like 5 things that I don't really like to hear as a trans woman, but I don't care what anybody tells you. You cannot get a period as a trans woman. You cannot get a period. You will not PMS. You just may wake up in a bad mood someday, but you don't have the equipment to do it. Even if you go to distance and you get that surgery and you, like, you know, whatever, however you want to do that. Even if you have, like, that genitalia, you still aren't going to have a uterus or ovaries. So, therefore, you can't get a period. So, and you know what? Would you really want a period? Come on! Oh my goodness, have you talked to the girls? I make fun of my girlfriends who get periods, and but, so, you know, that's the big things. How people are going to treat you is going to depend on you. Some people, it's a little bit easier than not. I'm not going to lie. I was kind of built, you know, really, like, smallish for a guy, and I'm only 5'6", so it's pretty easy, but I also have this voice, which is, despite people telling me, oh, no, you don't really sound, guys, I love you guys, but it's a deep voice. Yes, I know women who are cisgender who have deeper voices than me. Yes, that's fine, but the biggest thing is that, do I really worry about that? No, I don't give a flying rat's butt, because nobody else does. So, HRT is a good thing. Do your homework. Make sure you get the right dosages, and above all else, I stress you need a primary physician to go along with this. So there are a lot of avenues you can take to go into transition. So here in Philadelphia, we have the Mazzoni Center, which is actually where I started. But since I also now go to Penn Medicine for everything, because Penn Medicine is just, well, let's be honest, it's like going from single A to the majors. So, no disrespect to Mazzoni, they do some really good stuff, but you know, that's that. So, I think the moral of the story, I would say for, you know, all of you people out there that A, want to know about this, or you're going to do it, or maybe you're in the process of doing it right now. just expect the unexpected. Don't have a lot of expectations on what it's going to be like because of like what you see glamorized on in the media. I mean, let's think about this, people. Think about this. In the media, do you ever see trans women that just kind of like are plain looking like me? No. No, you see Caitlyn Jenner, freaking bitch. She would go away. You've got the girl that's in, she's in Orange is the New Black. She's pretty, she's good. You see Jazz Jennings. You see all these people that are, you know, good looking. I mean, for the most part. Caitlyn Jenner's just old. And a whack job. I mean, come on. She was married to a Kardashian. Really? So, the moral of the story is that we're all different. I completely identify with all of the other girls that I'm friends with that are in their 40s and late 30s. I think we kind of think mostly alike. We prefer to be comfortable. We want to be in like PJs. You know, if I need to go shopping and I'm just like wearing sweatpants, I don't care. I do a lot of things without makeup. That's just me. It doesn't mean that I don't want to get dressed up or anything like that, but the whole thing is, when it comes to your womanhood, that is just, your gender is just who you are. And when I say womanhood, I really do want to say with a caveat that I should say trans womanhood, because we can only go so far with transitioning with HRT, or if people want to do surgeries. The bottom line is that you will not experience everything that a cis woman does. You can't physically do it. And you're going to experience things that they can never experience. You know, but that's who we are. It doesn't devalue how we're viewed in society, I think, for the most part. So, you know, you can say, great, I'm viewed as a woman. I'm treated as a woman. That's what I want, but I'm also treated as a woman. So take all the stuff with, like, the gap in gender pay. People not thinking you know anything because you're a girl, you know? Take a look at that. Take a look at those double standards that I have personally experienced. And that's what it is. You take it with a grain of salt. So, so if you have questions, please hit me up. The subscribe button, the comments, they go right. I'm like trying to do like mirror image here. It's down there. You guys, you know where the comment button is. So hit me up. Let me know what you think. If you agree with me, great. If you don't, that's also fine. I would urge you to view as many videos as you can on this subject, so you can get you want to kind of get a consensus on, you know, what this is going to be like. You know, you could be, if you're in your early 20s and you're watching this video, it's going to be different for you than me because you're just younger. You know, you're going to be younger. I would still think you still have a better metabolism. Yeah, because, yeah. My metabolism went into the freaking crapper. It sucks. So I don't eat nearly as much anymore, and I've lost weight, thank goodness. But I'll say this. When I started HRT, I weighed 164 pounds. I was like a size 14. Oh, goodness. So it was good. And then I went up to 203. Now I'm back down to about like a $188. So, trending in the right direction. You know, things are just going to be different. You have to get used to. I like to run. I haven't ran in a while, but I'm just going to tell you right now, running with these things sucks. Okay? It's no fun. But I think that's the least of your worries. So that's it. Thanks for watching, guys, and good luck out there. And like I said, please hit me up with comments, questions, concerns, and you know, that's it. So until next time,